Hi and smiles, everyone, and welcome. Colleen here. So today I'm working on a birthday card. My mom's birthday is coming up right away, and so I wanted to make her a birthday card because she loves when I make her things, hand make things for her. So I actually had started with this because and then I thought I should put on the camera to show you guys what I'm doing today. So I had already done this happy birthday and I embossed it in gold, and I layered it 2 or 3 times to give it some strength, and then I embossed it. And when I embossed it, I dipped it in about 4 or 5 times because I want it to be raised, and it makes it nice and smooth when you do it about 4 times. So that's what I did there. I'm going to use this as the background, or the card itself, I should say. And I'm going to use this for the background. Now this is an embossing folder image, and I actually had done this just to show you what it was like on a Temu haul. So I just did it so that you could see what the folder was about, and I thought I'd use that today on this card. So I also have this die cut of this bicycle with flowers and some balloons on the end, and what I want to do is also emboss it. So that's what we're going to do right now, is do some embossing, and then we'll put the card together. So with this particular one, I want to emboss different colors on here. Like I want to make the bicycle gold to match the happy birthday, and probably the basket too. And then the balloons, I think I'll do them in this. I picked out this blue. It's corn flower blue that I had gotten a long time ago. And then I picked out this yellow, which is buttercup, and I think I will do the stars. It's stars that looks like flowers, right? So that's what we're going to do right now. So I will get my embossing stuff ready here. So I think what I'll do first is I'm going to maybe emboss the bouquet first, is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just use, this is pretty delicate, so I am going to use this Boss Gloss, it's called. Stampendous is where I got it from. I think I got it off of Amazon. And I like it because you can be pretty precise with it instead of the pad. And I love Versamark, don't get me wrong. I think it's the best. But this is a good runner-up, that's for sure. But what I like is I can just emboss a certain part, right? Leaving the rest alone. And if I need to, I have an embossing pen that I've rarely used, and I'm going to just use it on the very edge here. There we go. So let's get this done. Okay, I think I'll use this paper for this one. We'll set that aside, and we'll put some of our yellow on those. Get that embossed. Whoop. I really put that on there. Okay. So it looks like I might have missed a couple of spots, but that's okay. I want to emboss it 2 or 3 times. So this is just going to be the first time. And I'll get that melted. See, it does not work as well as the Versamark. But I also want it to be raised up, so that's fine. Okay, I'm going to just keep that there for now. Well, I'll put it back in here. because we're going to emboss that some more. But while it is cooling down, we might as well do, I think we'll do the balloons. And the balloons I want to do in this blue. So let's get that all, get this embossing ink on it. So I don't want to touch the seat at all, so I'm going to just bend it up so I don't get any on it. Then I'm going to use this just to get to the very edge. I want to get as close to the bicycle as I possibly can. That's what I want to do. Okay, and then this we will use, where is it? Oh, I'll use this little one that I have. I got this little thick one from the Dollar Tree, I think. So I'm going to use that for the blue. So we'll get that on there. Okay, so I'm going to just use a paintbrush because there is a little that got on the bike itself and I don't want that. So we'll do this one. So you may have been able to use inks, and as long as the ink is wet, you get the embossing powder on it, and it's a clear embossing powder, and you would be able to get this color combination going that way. But I had these embossing powders, so I'm going to do it this way. So then I'm just going to do this part again, and I think I got a little on there. Wipe it a bit. I'm going to really pile that on there because it didn't go on as well. Okay, so let's get some of this yellow on here again. And I'm going to emboss these and then do the bike last. Yeah, that's much better. Much better coverage. You do waste a little bit of the embossing powder when you're doing it this way because, as you can see, some of it gets on the paper, but that's okay. You get quite a bit. So we're going to do the blue again. I think I'm going to do these like 3 or 4 times, just to get really good coverage of them. So I'll just dip that in that way, and then I'll bring it down. There we go. All right. So we'll heat this up. My glue gun is pretty rough looking, but oh my God, I love this glue gun. It is actually a high-powered one that people would use that in the garage. It's quite good, strong one, but I love it. So, of course, my husband was using it, and that's where all that black came from. But I don't mind. Okay. I think I'm going to do it one more time. And that should be enough. Let's see if that's cool enough. Yep. Okay. I got a little bit on the basket, I think. Oh, I was going to pour that back in so we can do it one more time. There we go. So I hope you're all having a great day today. It's a lovely day here today, which is awesome. It's almost the perfect weather. It's not too hot and it's not too cold. I really do enjoy spring and fall. More than summer, actually, because summer can get pretty warm. Okay, that's all I think I'll do is 3 layers. So I'll get this melted. And with this gun, it does not take long for it all to melt. Okay, and then we'll do the blue one more time, and that'll even it out too. Because as you can see, it's a bit bumpy. But the more layers you put on, the more that will straighten out itself. It smooths out. Okay. But even if it ends up a little bumpy, that's okay. It just adds texture, right? Is the way I always look at it. Do a little bit more here. Okay, now we got a little bit too much happening here. It hit the bike again, so I'm just going to use my little brush. There we go. Get this heated. And then the bicycle itself, I'm going to do in, I think I mentioned that, I'm going to do it in the gold, just like the happy birthday is. Okay. All right. Okay. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to just put this back in my blue. Get it out of the way. I should have used my anti-static brush or bag before I used this, because it's it's not an static thing at all, like this one is. The Sizzix one is anti-static, but I don't, this is not. So this tray is not anti-static. So when I use it, I usually run my anti-static bag, a homemade one that we made together. But I forgot to do that today because I am rushing a little bit. Okay, and so we don't need those anymore. So I'm going to use this big one for the gold, is what I'm going to do. So we'll take this gold and we'll get this all on there. Oh, I think this is going to look really, really cute, guys. Having the different colors instead of all one solid color. It'll be awesome. And building it up, we'll raise it up on the card. It'll give it some depth. Okay, that should be good for the first round. Got a little hair on there. Don't know how that happened. Not that I have a cat or a dog in this house, which I do have both. But the dog doesn't shed really. But oh my goodness, Mr. Zachy. He's a different story. Okay. All right, that should be good for the first one. Okay, so let's get this melted. I'll set it down because it's a little bit wobbly because it's pretty intricate die cut, this one. Okay, then we'll do, whoop. Now I'm going to see that had heated up and I put my finger in it, but all you have to do to smooth it back out is put your heat. Okay, so we got our bicycle all embossed. I think it turned out really, really cute. I think that's going to look really nice. So with this, while I was waiting in between layers and letting it dry a little bit, I was black sooting the edge of this. I think that'll look really nice on here. So I'm going to just finish that off, and then we will get this card together. Now, nothing is perfect. In fact, I like perfect. And I really like to add interest to anything I'm doing. So I don't necessarily worry about perfection. I do have a vision in my head, and but it doesn't have to be perfect, because I think what it does is it adds interest, right, on anything you're doing. Yeah, so use your creativity and don't get stuck in things must be perfect, and just let yourself flow along. So anyways, that looks a lot better with the black soot, I think. Okay, so I want to use this card backing because it's black, because I think that'll look really sharp on there. So let's get these on here before we add it to our card backing. Okay, so I want to go here with that, and then we'll put the bike down here. Now, which way do we want to go? I think I want this leaf on the top. Don't know exactly why, I just think it looks really nice on the top. And then we'll put our bike down here and our happy birthday right there. I'm going to keep this simple because I want her to enjoy the background, the embossed part of this. So that I don't think it's going to need anything else than this. So this being very intricate, right? I could take the time and try and get the glue on it this way by running along. But what I'm going to do instead, I thought I'd show you this little trick, is put it on your paper, your glue, and then you can just run your item, your intricate die cut, through this glue. And the thing is, if any of it gets on the front, you can quickly wipe it off if you wanted to, but also it's going to dry clear, right? But this way you are not struggling to try to get the glue on it, and it gets the glue on all those tiny parts, right? So that's why I like to do this. And then I check it. We need more down over here. See, as you can see, I got a little bit on there, but that's okay. On the front, I can just wipe it off, right? Especially when it's embossed like this. That makes it even easier to wipe it down. I think we got it pretty good, except for maybe the balloons need a little more. But the balloons are big enough I can come back if I want to and put some glue underneath those. So I think I want it about there. So then I'm gonna I need a fresh baby wipe. Well, almost fresh. I use them and use them and use them. I put them back in the container if they're not quite used up, so I can finish using it in a later time. Okay, see, I had kind of missed the with my little trick here, this seat, but that's okay, because I can just it's big enough I can just add a little bit on it and it'll put the seat down for us, just like that. Okay, I might have to add some glue, but we'll use what's here first. To this happy birthday, I'm going to do the same thing. Run it through our glue and get it all on the back. Okay, I need a little more glue because this one's a little thicker, and perhaps I'll end up having to put, the lines are bigger too, it's not quite as intricate, so I may have to, oh, I should spread that out. I'm going to just spread that out with my finger a little bit. Okay. So if I have to, I can add a little bit once we put it down if I've missed a spot, but this just makes everything so much easier when you're working with die cuts and such that are small and hard to get glue on, right? Okay, so I want that about there. Okay, again, I'm going to use my baby wipe to help press this down, and then I'll catch up any glue that shouldn't be there. Will happen too. But even if a little glue does get out of there, like I said, it dries clear, right? Okay, so obviously I missed a little bit under this one, under the H. This is a little bit heavier than that because I layered it. So sticking it down is a little bit more to it. Okay. That might be a little bit crooked, but this was hard to be completely even with, but that's okay. I could have maybe even angled it on purpose, the way this die cut behaves. Okay, so then all we got to do, and what's cool is I really do not have to trim this at all. Well, I think I might trim a little bit width-wise, just because there is a little bit more on the lengthwise. You can see the black, so I think I'm going to just take off the top here a little bit, about 1/8 of an inch maybe. There, and we'll just put some black soot on the top there. Again, I should have measured that out before I inked it, but I hadn't, so we'll do it now again. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. Oh, my seat came up again. I will let this dry. It's just not quite dry is all. Oh yeah, that looks better. Yeah. Okay, so you could either put tape or you could put glue. I'm going to put glue because this is thicker and it'll be all right to have glue on it. Glue stick would not work, but I'm going to just put some. And glue, I like to use glue instead of double-sided tape when I can, because it gives you more wriggle room. When you're using double-sided tape, you have to get it completely the way you want it first time, because it's going to stick and not want to move even in the slightest way. But there is a way around that too. You can still use tape and just run some glue along the tape on the back, and that will give you a little bit of time to do some wiggle room with it if you need to, because it's not always easy to get these exactly straight, is it? Okay, I think that's good. Yep. We'll just... All right. That is so cute. So there's our card. I think she'll really, really love it. Like I said, it's not, the embossing isn't absolutely smooth and perfect, but I don't mind because I like the texture for sure. Love how this turned out with the different colors. So anyway, that's what was up to today, guys. I want you all to have a lovely, lovely day. And don't forget to like and subscribe and press the notification bell. It will let you know when I'm putting up a new video. So you all have a crafty, crafty day. Bye for now.